Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where in the world you are. We are OOA, Orient, Occident, Atelier, Dongsai Ginjuk from Hong Kong. We're so honored today to take part in the Seoul Biennale of Urbanism and Architecture 2021. I'm Magic KWAN.
I'm Kenrick Wong. We are the co-founders of OOA.
We are a Hong Kong-based interdisciplinary architectural, interior, and urban design studio focusing on exploring and utilizing the interdependence of objects and connections with surrounding space as design inspirations. Our design theme encompasses modern interpretation of Eastern and Western aesthetics while focusing on the integration of nature and function.
With projects in Hong Kong, Southeast Asia, and globally, we respect intrinsic local culture and technology found at the project site. We focus on the research and development of the new methodologies of architecture assembly with the use of natural and synthetic materials. Projects include development of urban and rural areas with multidisciplinary solutions involving design and architecture on environmental and social problems. We all collaborate with different governments, NGOs, developers, and funds, etc.
So let us briefly introduce ourselves. I was a graduate from UC Berkeley and University of Hong Kong with first-class honors. My design exploration has been related to the contemporary interpretation of nature, geometry, computational modeling methods, building detailing, and material properties. Upon graduation, I have been practicing in Tokyo, Los Angeles, Hong Kong for more than 12 years. In 2012, I joined the Tokyo office of Japanese architect Kuma Kengo before co-founding OOA with Kenrick Wong.
I graduated from the University of Hong Kong with a Bachelor of Master of Architecture and also studied architecture in Paris. I'm a registered architect in Hong Kong and practices in architectural design and community work globally for more than 10 years. Architecture for me is a powerful tool for volunteering, cultural, and education projects. Our first self-initiated project is a village school, the Adventures Global School, which was completed in Cambodia in 2017 July. In addition to volunteering, I also have a passion for themes and other experimental architecture and installations.
The theme of our installation for SBAO this year is Social Architecture for a Resilient Battambang, which is based on our self-initiated community project. The Water Hall in Cambodia, which we believe that social architecture fuels the kinetics of the developing city and its integral role in the city progression, led to our conception of the Water Hall project after another voluntary project, the Adventures Global School in the same village. On both occasions, simple and cost-effective building methods are used to provide space and shelter for education, gatherings, water access, and more, proposing a new vision for a sustainable and resilient future. As such, we further its attempt to refine and elaborate a hub that strengthens the existing community through the integrated strategies tackling the binarisms of nature and artificial objects, safety and risk, heritage and modernity, as well as craft and digital.
Something more about the site. Battambang is Cambodia's second largest city after its capital, Phnom Penh, and represents the typical developing Cambodian city. The proposal sits in the rural area of Battambang and serves as a pilot model that can be reapplied to other Southeast Asia cities. Bricks, concrete, and ceramic jars, we carefully select of materials and architectural language that to ensure the versatility, local availability, and affordability of resources. So for the natural and artificial aspects of the project, the primary structure made from in-situ concrete, which is enveloped in a charitable skin of perforated brickwork that adapts the otherwise dense material to the tropical climate of Cambodia. With this airy configuration, the walls allows cross ventilations and the entry of filtered and paragon light, sheltering users in an illuminated yet weather-resistant way. The design is thus set apart from the generally poorly lit and overheated settlements while reinstating the relationship between nature and any interior space.
Battambang had experienced one of its worst droughts in 2019. Water Hall provides a safe and sustainable drinking water source to the community while creating a social hub to garner social gatherings and community festivities. However, the lack of potable water is not unique to Battambang or even other cities in Cambodia, but also present in many other developing cities in the world. We hope Water Hall provides a good example and a possible solution for this kind of condition while doubling as a community hall to increase its presence and value to the village and city.
As for heritage and modernity, the discovering and documenting the local building techniques and handicraft making methodology was important during the design process of water hall projects, as it serves as an inspiration of modern architecture. We aim at preserving the village context and vernacular character of Battambang with a bottom-up design approach, while introducing pioneering technology into construction methods and centralized water supply system. Traditional Cambodian water pots that are household essentials are adopted for rainwater storage within the structure in order to mitigate plastic bottle garbage pollution problem. We also encourage local villagers to collect filtered water with locally made ceramic jars and bottles.
The involvement of citizens is crucial to the development of a resilient city. The Battambang projects depend on the collaboration between local craftsmen as well as overseas helpers, inciting public interest in urban progression. Pioneer technology that has the potential in responding to the issues are also very important and are put into experiment in the form of an art printing installation in city settings. For instance, motion sensors that translate movement into colors on a brush-initiated art piece. Display can be adopted to enhance agricultural operations by moving modular planter crops in the direction of sunlight or as a system of auto-harvesting. In bringing the project inside the design plaza this year, we digitalized the dense and heavy structure with invented and custom-made 3D printed joints.
The installation in DDP has been designed in a way to create kits of parts which are flat-packed, shipped, and assembled on site to create a self-supporting parametric structure that curves around a circle in plan. The modules are stacked and locked in place by simple 3D printed joints to form a curving wall that gradually changes in level, symbolizing the cumulative and ever-changing nature of vernacular architecture. The installation uses around 1 meter times 0.5 meter transparent fiber with reinforced plastic FRP sheets that has even been cut and scored. To assemble, each plastic sheet simply has to be inserted through the inverter and custom-made 3D print joints at a 60 degrees angle and form V-shaped in plan. These can be arranged around an arc and stacked on the top of each other. The tallest point of the installation is around 3.5 meter, while the lowest point is around 0.5 meter.
As for the layout, we have designed and printed color, text, project, images, and brick patterns in relationship to the content of our proposal on transparent adhesives and pasted them on the FRP panels. Earth warm tones were printed on the exterior of the installation, reflecting the earth tones used in the building projects in the Cambodian city, as a reference to a return to local vernacular in the city in order to mitigate risks such as flooding and the work with craft traditions. These are the renderings of the installation that we made during the design process. As you can see, visitors will enter and exit the installation where the absence of FRP sheets become the clear entrance point. From inside the installation, the visitors will be able to read about the work toward building a resilient, developing city in Southeast Asia and immerse themselves in the atmosphere of Water Hall. This is the end of our presentation, and we hope that you will enjoy the fascinating story of Water Hall as much as we do. And most importantly, we do hope that Water Hall could bring a resilient and sustainable future to the village of Battambang and to other cities around the world while retaining the vernacular character of the local area. Thank you.
Thank you.